as we can. In the pole position tonight from Saragossa is the 5 of Terry Reed. On the outside of row number 1 is the Jacksonville boy, Rudy Zaragoza, in the 67 All. Starting third, lead coach. Starting fourth is the 2Z. Bilger starts 5th in the 17B, paired alongside Quincy's Michael Larson, who starts 6th in the 48. Craig Bangert and Chad Myers make up row number 4. Row number 5 is Cottage Hills' Terry McCann and Jacksonville's Jacob Bowen in the 52. Jeremy Madsen starts 12th. He's in the 44J on the inside of row number 6, alongside David Mowery on the outside. He starts 13th in the Jacksonville 4M. Wes Bisenthal follows up in the 14 from Athens, paired alongside the smooth criminal Mike Jackson from Concord in the 89. Jeff Massey in the V8 is in row number 8, paired alongside Fowler's Pete Stodgedal, and Galesburg's Robert Cotta makes it up in row number 1. Once again, we get ready to rock and roll here. Yellows are down, leaders come around, and we are ready for green flag feature action in tonight's dirt car. Terry Reed gets out to a nice jump over Rudy Zaragoza and Cletus Coates. Top 3 moving so far here. Keep an eye on Andy's on it. Braden Filter trying to go in, and Cletus Coates gets spun around right there in turn number 1. He and the 2Z got caught up right there between number 1 and 2. And the 34X will bring out the first yellow of the night here in the Street Stock feature. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds in the pits. You will be next. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. You can begin reporting to staging. Cars reset here, just 1 lap into the street stock feature as Andy's on, and Cletus Coates got caught up over in turn number 1 and 2. Coates got spun around, and he'll make his way back to rejoin the rest of the field. Terry Reed, Rudy Zaragoza, Andy's on, Braden Bilger in the 48 of Michael Larson, the top 5. Here in the very early goings of this feature event. Modifieds, Micros, and Hornets still to go here left on the card on a wild, wacky evening here at the Jacksonville Speedway. So happy you have joined us and are sticking it out with us here tonight. Caution lights are down. We're going back to green. Next time around here at the Jacksonville Speedway as Terry Reed leads the field around the back 2 turns. Robert Cotton out of Galesburg, Illinois, who missed the call for the heat laps, or for the heat races earlier this evening, has started to slowly and quietly crawl up the racetrack as we go back to caution under a bad restart. On, made his way to the back. Bilger got a little bit of contact with Andy's on. As we'll get the race field reset here, once again, Terry Reed, Rudy Zaragoza, Braden Bilger, and Michael Larson in the 48 and the 66. of Craig Banger out of Golden, Illinois, now moving up to 5th. Silver 82, bringing out a caution over in turn number 1. Yellows came out once again for Pete Stodstrom, the green and silver 82 over in turn number 1. We're under caution once more here in the street stock meet. Caution lights quickly go down as we get the race field reset. Terry Reed, Rudy Zaragoza, Brayden Bilger, Michael Larson, the 66 of Craig Banger, your top 5, followed by Terry McCann, the 46 of Chad Myers, the 14 of Wes Bisenthal, and the 1 of Robert Cotta, who is slowly and quietly creeping up the back end of this race field. David Mallory, cleanest coats, Andy's on. And the 82 of Pete Stodstrom. Michael Larson, he's trying to make a play in his way up the second, but now Brayden Bilger trying to go around. Zaragoza goes 3 wide into the turn, and that causes trouble. That causes trouble over in turn number 1. We got 3 wide. The 48 went low, got into Brayden Bilger as they got 3 wide over in turn number 2. The 82 spun around to avoid all of the contact as now Larson will try and get caught back up with the race field as we get back under another yellow. Brayden Bilger, Rudy Zaragoza, and Michael Larson caught 3 wide right there trying to get off the restart. And now we've got some trouble with the 66 of Craig Banger. He's got 4 wheels on the car, but only 3 are turning, and he's going to make his way back to the pit for the rest of the night. Caution lights come down. We're heading back to green. Next time around is Terry Reed, Brayden Bilger, and Rudy Zaragoza, your top 3 as we restart the street stock feature. Bilger trying to make a play on that low line. He's not going to get very far. In fact, he kind of holds up the rest of the field as now Robert Cotta has moved from the very back of the pack. We told you that just the problem. All the way quietly up to the 4th place position right now. The number 1 car out of Nealsburg, Illinois, who won in the last week's stock feature we had here just a couple of weeks ago in Jacksonville. We've got Bilger, Cotta, and Rudy Zaragoza, who's still holding his own on the outside in 2nd place. We've got tied a battle right now with 46. Chad Myers, that is the 82 of Pete Stodstrom with another spin out over at turn number 2. now Belcher has stopped on the back straightaway. A surprise move here by the 17B. We're going to see if we can get the 17B pushed here. As some trouble looking over on the 17B. A tough break right now for the 17B of Braden Belcher out of Jacksonville, Illinois, who had moved all the way up into the top spots here. Started in 6th, was quietly sitting in 2nd and 3rd in that big battle with Rudy Zaragoza, and now Robert Cottom in the 1 car has moved all the way up into 2nd place. Tough road to plow to survive here tonight in the street stock feature. Let's reset the field as we get ready to go back to green. Terry Reed continues to lead this field as he has the entire race. He has not stepped any further back to the first place spot where he started. Robert Cotton has moved all the way from the very last position, and he is now quietly knocking on the door behind Mr. Reed from Saragoto. Robert Cotton sitting in 2nd place in the 1. Rudy Zaragoza continues to hang in this top 5. He's hanging out in 3rd, followed by the 46 of Chad Myers and the 68 of Terry McCann. Sitting in the 5th spot right now, Wes Bisenthal has quietly moved up to 6th place. He started all the way back in the back 3 rows. He's moved up to 6th place now. Keep an eye on the white 14. Andy's on his turn to make away his battle back. He got moved to the back of the pack early after getting a caution handed to him. He's moved his way back up into the top 8 in the 2Z, followed by David Mowery, the 34X of Cletus Coates, the 82 of Pete Stoschel, the 48 of Michael Larson out of Quincy, Illinois, making his way, catching up to the back of the pack as we get ready to go. Coming to green once again. As Pete Stoschel will make an early exit to the pits, and we go back to green. Terry Reed, Robert Cotton, Chad Myers, and Terry McCann, your top 5 left standing here in the street stock feature. Look at Robert Cotton go on the low side. Reed on the high side as we come back around to turn number 4. Reed into the start finish. Cotton trying to hit with his heels. He's dropped a few cars behind, as now he still remains in 3rd. We're back to yellow once again in the street stock feature. Trouble right in front of us here at the start-finish line. That involves the 34M of Cletus Coates and the 4M of David Mowery. Once again, Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, you should be in staging now. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, you should be in staging now. Coates will go off under his own power in the 34X. Cruz putting the hook on the 4M of David Mowery right here at the start-finish line. As the race field rides real low here close to us at the scoring tower. 6 laps are in here in the street stock feature, says Randy Standridge, here high above us in the scoring tower in the infield of the Jacksonville Speedway. As the 4M of David MOWA gets escorted off the track, we'll get reset. 6 laps down. Terry Reed, Robert Cotta, Rudy Zaragoza, Chad Myers, Terry McCann, Wes Bisenthal, and Andy Summer. The back of the pack gets caught up in turn number 2, trying to all take the low line as Terry Reed and Robert Cotta maintain on the high side, and they maintain it. Make up the distance to third. Myers, McCann, Bisenthal, and Son making up the rest of the race field as the leaders come back around the turn 3 and 4. Here comes Reed, the big 5 from Saratoga, they get green flag laps in. Here comes Robert Cotta, the man from Galesburg, Illinois, trying to close the distance. The 1 trying to catch the 5. The 1 comes around to the high side, following Reed. As they come back to the start finish line. Rudy Zaragoza out of place. He's about 10 car lengths behind now at the 67 in third. Terry McCann has moved up to 4th place. He's in the 69, followed by Chad Myers. McCann survived all of the wreckage. Still holding strong. Back to the race leaders on the back stretch is Terry Reed and Robert Cotta chasing each other down 1 and 2 as we come back around through. Zaragoza's dropped off the pace of the leaders. He's still leading in third though. Trouble with the 1 car of Robert Cotta here on the backstretch. He is even to the inside of the line. Way down, and he's going to make his way to the infield. Something happened to the car of Robert Cotta. A tough break. As he battled all the way from the back of the pack, survived all the carnage, and now he's on the infield as well. And that's going to be Rudy Zaragoza. And now Zaragoza comes to the infield. Things have changed rather quickly here in the street stock features. Terry Reed brings out the white flag. The 2nd and 3rd place finishers, Robert Cotta and Rudy Zaragoza. That means Terry McCann's going to move up to 2nd. Wes Bisenthal is going to move up to 3rd as we come around to the last lap. And the checkered flag comes out for Terry Reed in the T5.